Too much drip and too much swag and too much riz. I got a GOAT complex. I'm the Bond Flex, Big Bang, fast car, fast life, and I ain't gotta switch lane.
Guys, here's the deal. This right here is our Cummins swapped Ford Ranger. And the thing is, as you remember last time, the one issue we had with this bad boy is it was just too underpowered. You look underneath here, nice little 12-valve Cummins and a nice turbo right there. Hey, would you bring me that thing over here? You see how there's one turbo there? You see the issue with that, right? Is there's not two.
You see the issue with all this right here is that it works and it's not broken and the engine is intact. That's Weston's problem with everything.
We're gonna completely change that because we're gonna put compound turbos on this bad girl. So before, let's say she made 300 horsepower?
The amount of horsepower that this had was 8 car lengths behind the smokestack.
When you have a 12-valve Cummins swap Ford Ranger, you wanna make it fast. You wanna make it more powerful. And you don't really know where the stopping point is yet, and that's where we're at. We don't know where the stopping point is, but we do know the things that we do have to change. For one, it needs more turbos. And then on top of that, this thing has a 5-speed manual transmission, which kind of holds it back in the fact that it can't shift gears quick, really can't do burnouts real well because you can't get on top of the charger before dumping the clutch. There's just a couple issues. So we're gonna pull the 5-speed out, put an automatic in it, give it way more power, give it an extra turbo, and have way more smiles. Let's see if this junk still starts. Try to do a 3rd gear clutch dump, but I've always been scared of breaking the transmission, so. God damn it, it won't do it! Fell off.
No, there's coolant all over the place.
Hey, by the way, we might have to fix that. What are you looking so sad for?
Like
we had to test it. Here's the thing. If it was gonna break with 1 turbo, the first time we'd done a burnout with 2 turbos, this would have broke. We're just testing it right now to see pre-break things. That way we don't break them later. Basically, guys, if you're wondering what happened and why all the coolant just dropped to the ground, we didn't like that coolant, so we wanted to drain it. So I figured out the best way to do that was blow a freeze plug out the back of the engine. Or actually, if you want a perfect explanation about how all of our cars work, see them big black marks down there? Blah, black marks, and then basically what I'm thinking is we'll put the other turbo just right here. Really saves a lot of problems, you know what I mean? Gets the turbo air cool. So we'll put the turbo right there, put a little stack on it. Perfect. Guys, we're on to day 2 of the turbo build project. And as you can tell, there's not another turbo yet. He worked on it yesterday, had to modify the pipe a little bit. So basically all he's doing is he's gonna put the turbo on the end of the stack that we had here. Just shorten it up a little bit and then just put it right on there. And then basically from there, we just got oil feed, oil drain, air filter. We're done. Guys, welcome to day 3 of putting compound turbos on the Yellow Ranger. Logan's got a really good plan of what he's gonna get done today. Today is the day it's gonna be finished. And I'd like to say today's gonna be the day we're gonna go drive it, but it's not, because once we get it finished, we still have to tear it apart, fix the coolant leak, put a different transmission in it, and everything else we gotta get done, so.
It's day 3, really the last day. It's just a bunch of little stuff, but we've got the turbo kit all done. We got our feed lines ran, we've got our returns ran, but we're waiting on boots now and the filter. The last thing that's left to do on this thing is build a brace for it. Now, compounds are cool and everything, everybody loves them. They're heavy, they're very, very heavy, and you have all this weight sitting out here, and when you go to actually do something with it, it tends to wiggle a little bit, which is not great. So I got to build a bracket from what's called your interstage pipe here between the 2 turbos, so we can brace that up. And after that, this thing will be good to go.
Tell us what you've done to it. Tell us what you've done to it. Show everyone your bracket.
After hours of deliberation, years of research, months of development, I've come up with this. This is what we got. It wasn't really a great place to mount on the block anymore. We're gonna mount it off the manifold. It looks beautiful, doesn't it?
The Yellow Ranger is progressing quite nicely. We're on day 4 of building the turbo kit, and the turbo kit is finished except for the fact that he needs a couple intercooler boost tube boots. The other issue with this truck is it's a 5-speed manual out of like a Power Stroke. It's really to shift. You can't shift it very fast. It's too low geared for drag racing or anything cool like that, and it's really hard to do burnouts in. So we're gonna pull that out, and we're gonna put a 47 RH built from power driven diesel back in it. So now that we're gonna do that, we gotta get that 5-speed out of there. Well, guys, here's the deal, right? Obviously, we got the turbo kit done on the Yellow Ranger, so now it's time to actually figure out on putting an automatic transmission in this thing. We got the manual out of it, and let me just tell you, the more we look underneath this truck, the more I am just shocked by the amount of craftsmanship. Let me just go ahead and show you. So this right here, this is house wiring.
It's spliced in right there too.
And then look at this. This is the fuel line they got, right? Which was a threaded fuel line, which we're like, that's too easy, that's too nice. So we're just gonna take the thread off and we're just gonna put a clamp on the end of it. Is this the main power wire? Through the frame? That's nice, that's nice. What is it, what is this?
That's a ground.
That runs through the frame too. Oh,
Yeah.
that's not, what's this?
Those are rock lights. Those are for, hey, whoa, hey, what are you doing?
Dude, this is just all shit. What the fuck is going on with this wiring?
This is your reverse plug.
That's great.
Yeah, there's like little welding icicles right here.
Yeah, I know. It's like, you ever been in a cave and they got them stagnites that come down from the roof? You know, we pulled 32,000 pounds with this thing. How did it not break in half? Just know, when I say this, she is pristine under here. Pristine. So guys, here's the thing, right? There's snow on the ground outside, and we got these for Christmas, so might as well take them out and see how they do in the snow. Dude, it's so sexy. Yeah, as soon as you hit the concrete, it's like game over. 1, 2, 3. Honestly, I'm just the best. I think we tied. I'm pretty sure I won that. All right, guys, it's currently like 12 degrees out here and very cold, so we're gonna go back inside and work on stuff. Remember how I said we were waiting on the transmission for power-driven diesel to get here for the Yellow Ranger? I heard some pull up outside. I'm pretty sure it's here. Well, guys, here's the good news. We now have a transmission for the Yellow Ranger, so let's go put it in. On the way, Logan. On the way. Whee! I got away without even having to walk. This is a great day. All right, are we ready? That didn't look nearly as glorious as I thought it was going to. Why'd you order 2 flex plates?
I didn't order 2 flex plates.
You did order 2 flex plates.
know.
Why is there 2 flex plates in here?
Okay guys, so we got the transmission in. We popped that freeze plug in that we blew out. Went to put the old transfer case on down here, which is just a stock Dodge transfer case, and realized the output shaft on the transmission to the transfer case is a little bit of a beefier boy than we kind of expected.
Basically, Power Driven built a really beefy transmission for high horsepower applications, and this transfer case is not that.
Just one more thing we got to do to this thing, but after that, should bolt her right up, get drive shafts made, and she's ready to go.
This bag girl right here is exactly what we need to fit that really thick output shaft of the power-driven diesel trans. Damn, that's beefy.
Take it up to the trans, see if it fits.
Moment of truth. Do we fit? See, you might not know what that means. That means we are going to be doing burnouts in this bag girl faster than you know it. Boom! Look at that, rebuilt transfer case. And also, we didn't test this on camera, but it does in fact work. We went through all the gears and it works. So we got low range, we got high range, we got two-wheel drive. So we can do burnouts, we can do four-wheel drive launches, we can do rock crawling. So there's all kinds of options of what we can do with this bad girl. The only thing we gotta do now is take said transfer case and put it in the truck. That way that she's ready to rip.
So this is the new input shaft for the 241. This fits the back of the transmission. The only difference is, so when you put it in the case, everything fits, and it still fits on the back of the transmission, obviously. We run over to test fit it.
Let me guess, it doesn't go all the way up against it?
Yeah, there's about a ½ inch. Oh yeah. Still. So,
Well, Wade, I think you know what I'm gonna say here in this situation.
yep, no, that's what I'm making sure that I can do that.
I'm pretty sure we can. What Wade has just expressed to us is the input shaft we have for our transfer case that we thought was the right one is not the right one. It's the wrong one, right? Now, normally you would hit up the company and you'd be like, you know what I'm gonna do? I wanna reorder the right one. Not us. We're in a goddamn hurry. We're ready to get to doing burnouts. We're ready to do awesome things. So we're just gonna take... That's pretty nice. Oh my Lord.
1,000 smaller, so that's exactly what I wanted.
Dude. While we wait for the lift to go up, I'd like to thank today's sponsor of the video. There is no sponsor, but today's sponsor of the video is Redneck Sign. So if you guys want some awesome merch, go to westsideskate.com, buy some merchandise, buy some stickers, buy a hoodie, buy your mama hat, buy something. Hold this planetary in the back here so I don't lose it.
Golly.
God. Transfer case is in it, transfer case is filled up, transmission's in it, turbos are on it. So basically all it's coming down to now is we gotta fill it up with some power driven diesel transmission fluid, and then this bad girl is ready to rip. Everybody hang on to your ass. That's real odd. I hit the button, it did not go. Do we have a jump pack in here? Well guys, here's the thing, right? We was getting ready to start this bad girl, and then we realized every time we tried to start it, the batteries kept smoking. So we just made some new battery cables that probably won't smoke, hopefully. We just had Willie Nelson battery cables, you know? Okay, you ready? Look at that! The new battery cable, she's alive! Dude, this thing is so sweet. Guys, we've officially got the Yellow Ranger out of the shop, and I'm gonna tell you, there's a lot of things that suck about this Ranger. The electrical sucks, and it's really rusty, and there's a good chance it might break in half one moment. But you know what it does do? It looks cool as shit, and that's the most important part.
Did you hit the overdrive?
Nope. So, we just ran it out of diesel. The Yellow Ranger's back there and it's out of diesel, right? So, my plan is we go get more diesel and then we actually test out the Ranger to see how good it is, because we've now got a compound turbo 12 valve Cummins Ranger. We need to go test it. And the only way I can think to test it is... All right, boys, it is officially time. So the dyno is ready. We've got the eddy brake hooked up. We are ready to rock and roll and do our first ever dyno run with a diesel on this dyno. And that's a special thing about this dyno is it has that big old eddy brake over there, and it can hold back like 700 to 800 foot-pounds of torque. We just need to hold it back long enough that it builds boost, and then once it builds boost, we can actually get a good number on the screen that we can stare at and be like, yeah. Let me go get the truck. All right, I'm backing in there. Give me a second. So, my plan is here, right? So I'm gonna see exactly how much power we can get out of this bad girl. I'm not sure what she's gonna make to be honest just yet, because we didn't do any fuel upgrades to it at all. All we did is we just added a big turbo. What do you think power-wise? What do you think?
450.
320. Oh, he's confident.
350.
350?
It's a 230 horse industrial pump that some 17-year-old gut, and all we've done is slap compounds on. It's like 350.
Yeah, but have you seen the smoke cloud it makes? like it held it back at all. It does. I got on it and just went instantly through the power band and was on the rev limiter. We gotta give it more eddy brake. Power's not the issue, it's got power. I wonder what it just looks like from outside the shop.
It looks like you're making a storm cloud.
Yeah, that's what I want to hear. All right, let's try it one more time.
Oh God.
You know, the Hummer and this both have two things in common: low numbers and military tires. This thing rattled so hard it turned that light on the wall behind you.
Oh, that light ain't worked in a while. That's good. I'm gonna max out that eddy brake. That thing's just not, it's not holding it back hard enough. Hey, is everyone still here? Yeah. For some reason, it's dark. Holy shit. We're gonna have to let it air out in here for a minute before we do our next pull. Looks like I come and swap my shop. It's really weird. I don't know what happened in there. Dude, it made 650 foot-pound of the tire. But I will tell you, that's the first run we got on this truck where it actually did good on the dyno. I feel like we got the dyno set up right. We just got to go back in there and do a better pull. So guys, here's the deal. The issue I think we've been having with this whole dyno experience is we have massive 37-inch military tires on it that are also falling apart every time we do a dyno run. So we went and stole some wheels off a truck in the middle of the field, and they probably haven't been driven on since 2021, so they're probably perfect to go 90 mile an hour on a dyno. Oh, that'll work. Oh, perfect. While he's putting the tires on there, we still need to do one more thing so we can make sure this thing makes maximum horsepower. And you guys can do this at home. You don't even need a dyno to do this to make sure your car makes big power. You're gonna wanna go to YouTube, right? Weston Champlin. And you're gonna find Weston Champlin, and you see that button right there that says subscribe? You're gonna hit that. All right, you ready? Hopefully this thing still has enough battery power to start. The dyno is now hooked up. We got the right tires on the back of this bad girl. It is going to get down.
Better, but not much.
Look at the torque number though. There she went, 836 foot-pounds. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Thing is, I feel like she's got 1,000 foot-pounds of torque in. I don't know where it's at yet.
Is it in that bottle out there?
You know what? That's true. I forgot about that. Guys, in case you're wondering, she made 863 foot-pounds of torque, which is pretty good. But she's blowing a lot of black smoke, as you can see. It's just hanging around in the air in there. We've got some nitrous bottles in there that are full of nitrous. And that's exactly what we're gonna do, is he's gonna stand up there and just feed nitrous right into the turbos, because the turbos aren't getting lit up too much on the bottom side.
Instead of explaining, let's just show them.
You know what, you're right. We were explaining way too much. Watch this. This is how you make more power on the dyno. Less power. So guys, Chris made a really wild statement as the camera was off. Fact.
I made a fact.
No, you did not. He said that his Fiero would absolutely drag the Ranger in a drag race.
I'll drag both of your asses.
What?
Yeah.
You telling me the Rumblebee's gonna line up against it? The two yellow trucks fight it out, duke it out?
Yeah. It's just unfortunate because the video is all about that one, and you don't want that one to win.
I think he's hinting at that he wants like new long tube headers.
That's what I was thinking.
Guys, if this video gets 1 million likes, we'll get Rylan a set of long tube headers and new ball joints. That way every time he doesn't drive into work, it goes, Like his Rumblebee looks cool, but it's good. It's one of those that's good looking from afar, but far from good looking. You know what I mean? Oh,
God damn, you know
absolutely roasting.
That's coming from me too.
Yeah, you drive a Fiero, dude. I don't want to.
Dude, that is a 1987 Pontiac Fiero SE. You do not disrespect it with blasphemy.
Car, dude.
Apologize.
Pile of shit.
Apologize.
Hell no.
Apologize.
Not until you apologize first.
I'm sorry.
All right. I'm not sorry.
Guys, here's where we're at right now. The Ranger rips, it gets down. Now we're not gonna show you the number because it wasn't important and it didn't, but damn computer broke. But just say, we're gonna have to call our friends over at Power Driven Diesel and get some more modifications just to make it run smoother. But we're still gonna prove that it's awesome because I still think with the power it's got, it can still do great things. We just gotta get it off the dyno and go find out. Here's kind of our current dilemma. Currently, my 1-ton dually, I lost the keys to it. And then there's our other 1-ton right there. And then we're the only 2 trucks I have that have a gooseneck hitch on it. And I have to take my truck to the dealership to get new keys made for it. So there's only 1 truck left here that has a gooseneck hitch. That's right. So basically what I'm telling you is this bad girl is getting ready to become our daily tow rig if she doesn't blow up. We shall see. First things first though, let's go hook the trailer on. As we can see, this thing made massive amounts of horsepower. But now I can look cool as shit and I can tow my trucks wherever I need to go. Let's give it a minute, it'll go. Come to think of it, I think the turbos have a little bit of a hard time spooling. Oh, damn. It's got some power. The power is not the issue. You know, I've already encountered a problem with this thing, right? It tows pretty well, all things considered, except for the fact that you can't see for shit out of any of those Ford Ranger mirrors. What the hell are you doing in here with that thing? Just in case you guys are wondering what Garrett looks like, this is what Garrett looks like. You didn't even notice, did you?
No.
It's like a hidden camera. You're holding a camera right now? What? Are you serious? Okay, here we go. We got diesel. We've got 20,000 pounds behind this truck right now. So let's see how this thing does on the highway. Now this is the hard part because you got to swing around these corners and you can't see out of the mirror to know if you're swinging right. But the good thing is, it's such a short truck, I can just look out the back window. All right, this is gonna be the actual first test. That was not good. Well, guys, you remember how I said things were just working? Pretty sure the truck's on fire. You know, it wouldn't be a Western video if something didn't break. Just go ahead and pull in here. Well, guys, what that was is something that holds all the coolant in blowing up. And I'm pretty sure it was the freeze plug on the back of the motor again. So, thank you all for watching this video. And in case you were wondering, it was working really good right up to the point it wasn't. But don't take this as a disadvantage. This just means we need to make it better. If you enjoy the video, make sure you hit the subscribe button. We're trying to reach 5 million subs in 2025. So subscribe. We'll see you guys next week. How the fuck are we gonna get this thing home? I'm actually serious. This is like the only thing we have with a gooseneck hitch, so we don't have anything else.